Good morning, Wendy.
Morning.
Thank you very much for offering to be interviewed. We're now on the third day of the Art of Hosting for Scotland. And first of all, could you tell us a quick overview of your background and how you came here?
Diverse background. I'm actually a physiotherapist by trade. Many moons ago was a clinician in occupational health and realised that musculoskeletal injuries that I was treating were actually reoccurring. And it took me on a journey of looking at corporate culture and organisations with regard to the psychosocial factors and influences that were affecting people physically and mentally. And I now work purely in the psychosocial aspects, the cultural aspects within organisations.
The techniques that we've learnt within the art of hosting over these last few days, how helpful do you think they will be in the broader society of Scotland to reform itself?
Fantastic if we can get a sales pitch or a purpose that encourages people to come on board, because with the diversity of what we have to offer in people, with the people in Scotland, what we could actually go forward with if we can bring these people together could be immense.
And that brings me on to the next question, Wendy. What sort of support do you think is needed after this to keep moving this project forward? And it's such an interesting project that could have fantastic outcomes.
Yeah.
What sort of support?
I think one of the main things is for us to use each other, those that have actually been on this course, not be shy in coming forward on the phone and saying, there's a project here that I would like to have some influence on, and open discussion and dialogue, bring people together. Can you come along and can I bend your ear and put a process together with you? So I think the support structure of those people that are here, bringing them together, opening the telephone lines, opening the networks, so that we can actually organise ongoing processes of dialogue.
And one of the things we've learnt about is participative leadership. And how do you think that fits with what's happening at the moment? Do you think it's an improvement on it? Do you think it just sits alongside? Or do you think it's a real great alternative?
I definitely don't think it exists in how we've learnt participative leadership over the last 3 days. We label leadership. We don't think leadership's not inbuilt. It's not something that grows from our feet up to our brains. We sort of label it and we become a leader. Participatory leadership is an embracing of everybody's thoughts and processes and the way they come together, and I think that is so much more powerful than one person's ego and what they believe is leadership moving in a linear fashion.
And lastly, what sort of question would you offer back to the Scottish Government about how they can help enable this new form of leadership to actually sort of spread like a virus throughout Scotland, a positive virus?
I would say be open to the possibility of doing things differently. Don't be closed to the old ways of what has been must continue to be. I think just being open and seeing what's available and the resources within the Scottish people and bringing that on board within a process of engagement is really the way forward. So I think just not being closed to thought for change.
Thank you so much, Wendy, and we look forward to the final day of the Art of Hosting in Scotland. Indeed. And working all together in the future.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Indeed.